Lord Blood-Rah keeps the love of vintage horror and science fiction alive with 3 weekly shows. The Wrackin Theater, Lord Blood-Rah's Wrackin Auditorium, the podcast featuring the best of old-time radio horror shows, and the Patreon-exclusive series, The Cathode Zone, presenting episodes of classic genre TV shows. You can help spread the love of vintage horror and get access to Lord Blood-Rah's Cathode Zone by signing on at patreon.com/Lord Blood-Rah.
I'm so excited. I'm about to watch one of my favorite horror show hosts, Lord Blood-Rah, and his nerve-wracking theater. But I have a bonus. I can watch it in 8D. I wonder why. Oh, come join me and my friends, won't you? Lord Blood-Rah, Lord Blood-Rah, Lord Blood-Rah, Lord Blood-Rah.
Countdown for blast off. X minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire.
Welcome to Lord Blood-Rah's nerve-wracking theater.
My lords and ladies, geeks, geekerellas, geekulas, and geekeritas. I am Lord Blood-Rah, and this is Lord Blood-Rah's Nerve-Wrackin Theater. And tonight's film stars one of the greatest mad scientist actors ever in the history of horror films, and also features not one, but 2 Draculas. So how can you go wrong? Ha ha! Tonight, from 1944, it's the tale of zombies and lost love, Voodoo Man. Sounds almost like a superhero film, doesn't it? Voodoo Man stars Bela Lugosi, the screen's premier Dracula, along with the premier mad scientist actor of the 40s and 50s, Mr. George Zucco. And our bonus Dracula? None other than Mr. John Carradine, Universal Studios' second Dracula after Bela Lugosi pioneered the role on film. Well, my lords and ladies, without further ado, I give to you 3 great horror legends stewed in a Poverty Row potboiler. Here is Voodoo Man. Voodoo Man, Voodoo Man, does whatever a voodoo can.
Okay, I'll go. Yes, miss?
Will you please tell me, is this the right road to Twin Falls?
That's right. You're a stranger in this part of the country, aren't you?
Well, Well, sort of.
Now, you keep right on going till you come to a fork in the road. That's about 4 miles from here. Then turn right. There may be a detour sign between here and there. They've been fixing the road.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Sam, you can close up.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Hello, yes, listen. A young girl just left here, alone, about a minute ago. I'll be right over.
Don't be frightened. We won't hurt you.
Did you send for me, SK?
Oh, yes. This news item about the missing girls ought to work out. An interesting story. Kind of a horror picture, you know.
But SK, I'm supposed to get 2 weeks off. I'm going to get married.
Oh, that's right. I forgot all about it. I'm sorry. Skip it. I'll get one of the other boys to tackle it.
Well, if you're in no hurry, I could knock it out when I got back.
Oh, we'll see. In the meanwhile, give it some thought.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, wait a minute. That's a fine thing to be doing on my honeymoon, thinking of horror stories.
Good evening. Nice weather we're having for this time of year.
Give me 6 gallons, please.
6 gallons?
Yes.
Gee, that's 2 coupons, sides of money.
That's okay. Put it in.
Just you say. Don't want to run out of gas. Ain't another gas station this side of Twin Falls.
Oh, that's so?
Yep. Gee, your windshield's sort of dirty. Shall I check your water and oil? Oh, well, guess better anyhow. It's okay, I guess.
How much do I owe you?
Oh, I'm checking your tires.
Never mind that. Here.
How about your battery?
It's okay.
Listen, I got some classic car polish, only 50 cents a can. I use it myself. I show you.
No.
Okay. Hey, wait a minute.
Keep the change.
Darn fool, you didn't even give me a chance to put the gas in.
You may have noticed in the credits that tonight's film was directed by William One-Shot Bodine. William Bodine was the epitome of the working director. He shot over 350 feature films and a whole slew of TV episodes, everything from The Mickey Mouse Club to The Green Hornet. He also directed a whole bunch of films we've shown here in the Wrackin Theater, including The Ape Man, Bela Lugosi Meets a Brooklyn Gorilla, and Jesse James Meets Frankenstein's Daughter. Oh, good old William One-Shot Bodine. Let's see what he makes out of this story after this.
Please leave your eyes at the door. You will not need them.
Lord Blood-Rah's Nerve-Wrackin Auditorium presents the best of old-time radio, horror, and science fiction. Tales of terror and the uncanny that unfold on the stage of your imagination. Come experience the magic of old-time radio horror. Lord Blood-Rah's Nerve-Wrackin Auditorium is available on Spotify, Apple, Google, and other podcast providers. Lord Blood-Rah's Nerve-Wrackin Auditorium, when you seek the darkness.
There's a shaft of light coming up out of the ocean. It was being guarded by a sea creature. I believe this light killed 3 men.
Into uncharted secret coves hidden beneath the sea's surface go the daredevil hunters of the deep, searching out the mystery of sudden death, the secrets of the Phantom from 10,000 Leagues. Starring Kent Taylor, lovely Kathy Downs, and Michael Whalen, all enmeshed in a scientific web of terror involving secret death rays that unidentified nations will stop at nothing to obtain.
Almost like it was burned by an atomic flash. Fishermen, too.
Man bait, a luscious blonde too tantalizing for the weak to resist.
I didn't know then they could put beauty and poison so cleverly together in one package.
But the shadow of the Phantom Death does not stop daring underwater adventures, while a man of science probes the unknown for the answer to the Phantom from 10,000 Leagues. Don't miss the Phantom from 10,000 Leagues.
Incidentally, where are your menfolk?
You're the first man I've ever seen.
Let go, Kip.
Now then, what's the matter?
Danger, Kip. They want to kill you. They'll take the spaceship and they'll make me go with them.
Well, how?
They can, Kip. They control me.
You'll share man's greatest thrill as you rocket through space to the lost moon city of alluring, ferocious cat women. Theirs is the fevered fury of life without love, goading them to lure men into the den of bloodthirsty moon monsters, driving them to tempt men in the deadly cave of moon gold, flaming into a wild lust to conquer man and destroy the world.
We now return to Voodoo Man as...
Darn fool, you didn't even give me a chance to put the gas in.
Yeah, I know. That's why this happened. This is all your fault, you know.
Well, what do you know? Empty. The guy sure pulled a fast one on me.
I'll go. Yes, miss?
Can you tell me if I'm on the right road to Twin Falls?
Yes. You're a stranger in this part of the country, aren't you?
Yes, I haven't been this way in some time.
Well, you keep right on going till you come to a fork in the road. It's about 4 miles from here. Then you turn right. There may be a detour sign between here and there. They've been fixing the road.
All right, thanks.
Sam.
Yes, sir?
Go and check the meters, will you?
Okay.
Doctor? Another young girl just left here, alone. Very suitable. Yes, I'll be right over.
Boy, am I glad to see you.
What seems to be the trouble?
I ran out of gas. I was just trying to make up my mind whether I should hike back 5 miles and punch a guy in the nose or camp here for the night. I don't suppose you'd like to...
Tow you back 5 miles? I'm in a hurry. But I will take you to the nearest gas station this direction.
Lady, I'll take you up on that.
You picked a bad spot to run out of gas.
Oh, I didn't pick it. That sap in the service station back there picked it for me. I paid him for 6 gallons of gas, and all I got was a barbershop monologue.
I remember that place. I stopped there to ask my way.
Oh, you a stranger around here?
Practically. I haven't been this way in years.
Down here on a vacation?
Not exactly. I've been drafted. For a wedding.
Oh.
I'm maid of honor.
Whose wedding?
My cousin, Betty Benton. She's marrying some sap from Hollywood, a scenario writer or something like that from one of the studios.
Hey, you must be Stella Saunders.
That's right. How did you know?
Oh, Betty's mentioned you several times.
You know Betty?
Uh-huh.
Do you know the sap she's marrying?
Oh, yes. I shave him every morning.
You shave? Oh.
Meet the sap, Ralph Dawson.
I'm really terribly sorry. I honestly didn't mean it.
That's all right. Skip it.
Motor's gone dead.
Now, don't tell me you're out of gas, too.
No, I have plenty of gas.
Fool. She's not alone.
Well, the battery's all right.
I'll take a look.
Wait a minute.
Find anything?
No, not yet. I never was much of a mechanic. All right to me. Well, I give up. I can't find the trouble.
Maybe it's a switch. No. I don't know.
I know.
What?
Gremlins. You know those little fellows that play tricks on aviators?
Well, we can't stay here all night.
No. Oh, there's a house over there. I'll see if they have a telephone. Now sit tight.
All right.
Now, bring her to me.
Gee, you're pretty. Don't hurt her, big coat. She's a pretty one. Careful.
How do you do? I wonder
The
if I...
doctor is not in.
Well, it isn't that serious. You see, I just want to come in.
Dr. Marlowe receives no visitors.
Well, I'm not exactly a visitor. I just want to use the phone.
The telephone is out of order.
Oh, that's bad. Oh, I wonder if you could tell me where I could find one. I have a good mind to report to the Chamber of Commerce.
Don't be scared. No one's going to hurt you.
Very good. You might go. And tell Nicholas to make the preparations.
Yes, Master. Yes, sir.
Just what is this?
I must apologize for receiving a guest like this.
Guest? What is this, a joke or something? Let me out, please.
I'm afraid that is quite impossible. I need you.
You need me.
Yes.
What for?
Come. I'll show you. Don't be afraid. Just follow me. Evelyn, my dear, I brought a young lady to help you. Miss,
Saunders. Stella Saunders.
Yes, my wife. This young lady may be able to help you.
Is your wife ill?
She's dead.
Dead?
She has been dead for 22 years.
How can she be dead then?
And smell so fresh? That's because Dr. Marlowe sprays her down daily with Cadaver Fresh, the Corpse Keeper. Now that old corpse you have lying around can go from fetid, festering flytrap to fabulous, ravishing human remains with Cadaver Fresh, the Corpse Keeper. Cadaver Fresh won't stain your shoes or leave a minty aftertaste. Cadaver Fresh is long-wearing and... For the love of Lugosi, who writes this stuff? Cadaver Fresh smells of elderberries and won't fall right over. It's a floor wax and a dessert topping. Cadaver Fresh, it's what's for dinner. Cadaver Fresh.
Like monsters? Like horror? Like sci-fi? You'll love Maniac Monster Designs.
Stickers, enamel pins, patches, magnets, tees, pillows, Maniac Monster designs for everything retro, spooky, and fun. You'll find Maniac Monster designs on eBay, Facebook, Instagram, and at maniacmonsters.com. Now you can have cool monster designs anytime, anywhere with Maniac Monster Designs.
Have you ever walked through a graveyard late at night and seen a coffin open?
Have you ever thought what it would be like to see a person's head amputated?
Think of things so horrible that the human mind cannot imagine them.
See all this and more when you see on stage, in person,
that crazy mixed up Dr. Evil and his terrors of the unknown.
Unlike anything that you ever seen or heard of in the past.
Hideous creatures from beyond the grave leave the stage and grab girls right out of their seats.
Girls, do not come alone. Bring your boyfriend to protect you when the lights go out.
You may find a live snake or rat under your seat.
A real dead body is given away to some lucky person at every performance.
Also, in person,
the Mummy and King Kong, famous Hollywood gorilla, real and alive.
Plus, on the screen, 2 horrific motion pictures.
Dr. Evil and his terrors of the unknown.
Plus 2 horrific pictures.
Larry!
From the exotic geisha houses of Tokyo to the back alleys of the Ginza Strip comes the terrifying news of a fiendish creature that threatens to destroy all who stand in his way. This is the frightening story of an American reporter in Tokyo who unwittingly became the victim of a shocking scientific experiment that turned him into a horrible mutant, half man, half monster, the Manster.
What happened?
He got away.
I think I know where he's going, to Taras. Follow me.
Right.
There's panic in the streets as the unheard-of terror of a half-man, half-monster runs wild through the city.
There he goes!
Don't miss The Manster, a genuine thriller in the most frightening sense of the word.
Dr. Satan and his Shrieks in the Night. If you think you've seen horror shows before, we warn you, this new kind of show is completely unlike anything you have ever seen. The action takes place in the audience. You'll be surrounded by the most hideous horde of horror creatures ever to walk on the earth. You'll see back from their graves fiendish vampires who drink human blood, living corpses, werewolves, ghost women, 1001 nightmarish creatures. Girls, do you have the nerve to meet the Invisible Man? He puts his arms around you. You can't see him, but you feel his presence. What a new thrill. Dr. Satan hypnotizes everyone in the audience, including you. You'll see the slave maidens at the mercy of hideous beasts, human sacrifices, death on the slab. So scary, your blood will run cold. Dr. Satan has appeared in person with and startled George Goebel, Donald O'Connor, Orson Welles, Jack Bailey, Art Baker, and many others. Ed Johnson of the New York News wrote, "At long last, I have seen a horror show even scarier than advertised. A horror show strictly in a class by itself. If it's thrills you want, thrills you'll get when you see Dr. Satan's Shrieks in the Night. It's brand new. It's brand new. Positively has never been shown at this theater before. Don't miss Dr. Satan's Shrieks in the Night."
Dead only in the sense that you understand that word. I'm on the threshold of bringing her back to complete life. And you may be able to help.
What do you want of me?
Your will to live. Your mind.
Oh, no. No. Don't look at me like that.
Come with me.
What kind of a gag is this? Stella! Stella! Come on, Alec, huh?
Go in there and wait.
Fix that gal if I ever catch up with her.
Darling.
Hello.
What's the matter, Ralph? You don't look very pleased to see me.
Oh, it isn't that, honey. It's that cousin of yours. I suppose she told you about the cute trick she played on me.
Who, Stella?
Yes, Stella. Where is she? I'll tell her a thing or two.
I don't know. She hasn't arrived yet.
She hasn't?
No.
That's funny.
What's funny? Say, what's all this about, and where did you meet Stella?
On the way here. Run out of gas.
Who, Stella?
No, me. She picked me up and then faked something wrong with her car. I went to the phone, came back, and she was gone. Left me flat. I had to walk 2 miles to get a gallon of gas to start my car. Oh, you think that's funny, do you?
Well, it's the first time I ever heard of a man having to walk home from an automobile ride. Oh, that's rich. Good for Stella.
What's good for Stella?
Right now, good paddling would be very good for Stella. Hello, Mama.
Hello, Ralph. What happened?
I don't know. Ask Giggling Gertie there. I got to clean up.
Something must have happened to her. I think we ought to call the police.
Oh, I wouldn't do that yet, Mother. She may have had a flat tire. She might have run out of gas. I hope.
Just exactly where did she leave you?
About 10 miles from here on Laurel Road.
Are you sure it was Stella?
Certainly. She told me who she was and where she was going. And she told me that her cousin was marrying a Hollywood sap.
She said that?
She certainly did.
Well, I like that. Just for that, I hope she has 2 flat tires.
Good girl.
I'm going to call the police. The same thing may have happened to her that happened to those other girls.
What other girls?
3 girls completely disappeared in the last few months without leaving any trace.
Wait a minute. Did that happen near here?
Yes, didn't you read about it?
Oh, sure. My boss wanted me to do a story around it. Gee, looks like I've written myself right into it.
Say, what are you talking about?
Your mother's right. Come on, Betty, get your hat. Oh, if she shows up while we're gone, call us at the sheriff's office. Come on.
It must succeed this time, Nicholas. It must.
It will. The failures we've had were due to the subjects. They were not the right ones. But remember, Rambuna is all-powerful.
Yes. Yes, I know. Yes. Toby, get in the zombies.
Yes, Master.
Marine, bring in my dear wife.
Yes,
now.
Doctor.
All right, pretty ladies.
I got a nice surprise for you. You're all going for a nice walk. Come on. All come out. That's it. The master wants to see you. Follow me. Master's waiting for you. We're going to have another pretty ceremony. Hurry up. Stay right there now, pretty. Turn around, look at the other one.
Proceed.
You better quickly come to
Mine. Mine. To mine.
Boya la pombagashi, boya la boya Ramona combio. You better quickly come down.
So, from body to body. So, from body to body. Emotion to emotion. Emotion to emotion. Life to death. Life to death. Life to death.
What is...
Evelyn, darling.
Richard. How did I...
You're alive again.
How did I get here?
I have brought you back to me, my darling. Now we're together again.
Together.
No. You can't leave me. Don't leave me. No! No, you mustn't!
We failed again. Doctor, she was not the right subject.
Somewhere there must be a girl with a perfect affinity. I must find her. I must find her.
Bela, Bela, Bela. How many times are you going to put yourself through this? Let her go. You're just torturing yourself. And you're going to go broke buying all those designer gowns for your growing collection of zombies. And look at the boys in the band. They're bored stiff. You're stifling their creativity. And Bela, kidnapping young women and stealing their souls, it's just not nice. Take my advice. Take off the voodoo robes and go out there and meet someone new. He's not listening.
All the cool things.
You want
all the cool things.
But where can you find
all the cool things?
It's all right here at NovemberFire.com. All the cool t-shirts, all the cool DVDs, all the cool masks. Be extra cool and tell them Lord Blood-Rah sent you.
All the cool things.
At NovemberFire.com.
You are invited to join the Banshees, the werewolves, the vampires, the gooks, who are all coming to our Halloween convention of spooks. You'll enjoy this lively group if your blood doesn't end up in the soup. Practice your screams. Break out your shrouds. Tighten your nerves. And join the crowds at our convention of spooks.
The poet. The figure model who loves to show it.
You suppose he could be physically attracted to her? No, man, he ain't the type. You don't get enough vitamin E.
All these are beat. All these you'll meet in A Bucket of Blood.
Let us make the scene. Crazy.
Enjoy yourself. Where the hilarious enjoy the horrifying. In A Bucket of Blood.
No, you're gonna shoot me! Don't shoot!
Come to the land of living dreams, where realists dream of the unreal.
Walter, you've done something to me. Something deep down inside of my prana. Oh, Walter, I want to be with you. You're creative.
Beatniks at their bawdiest. The creative urge at its most primitive.
I'm deeply moved, and I shall compose a poem.
Love is art. Art is love. It's the weirdest and the wildest.
I don't want to make statues anymore. I want to get married. To you.
You will freeze as you watch a warped scientist become transformed into a godless beast when his bloody scalpel probes the forbidden secrets of a woman's flesh. In Atom Age Vampire, you will flame to the stark ritual of a beautiful girl's last searing dance, as tragedy forever mars her loveliness, leaving her to face a world of terror.
I give you my word that I will restore your face, restore all your beauty.
You will cringe as the demented doctor experiments with a girl's trusting innocence. But to possess the living miracle wrought by his twisted genius, he must forever sacrifice his soul to the cunning gods of evil.
I'll transplant directly from another human being.
A mad creature born of the atomic age, now shackled to a world of rotting bodies and violent death. A sadist, a criminal, a depraved animal, more ferocious than Jekyll, more monstrous than Frankenstein, more bloody than Dracula.
Fire a volley through the window pane.
You will gasp as lust and madness stalk the dark and screaming night in Atom Age Vampire.
There's no car, no Stella, no nothing.
Maybe she got tired waiting and just drove away.
Drove away where?
Wherever she was going.
But she was going to Betty's house.
Well, did you look for her there?
Of course, we just came from there.
And she's not there?
No.
Huh. Well, where do you suppose she is then?
Well, that's what we want you to find out.
You know, this is getting a little monotonous. This is the fourth time in the last couple of months a girl's disappeared around here.
Well, what'd you do about it?
Nothing, except kept looking for them. Still looking for the other three.
Sheriff, this is terrible.
Yes, it is. Sheriff's job in this county used to be a cinch. Now it's a pain in the neck. Well, let's write it down. Where'd you see her last?
It was about 10 miles out of town on Laurel Road, right by the road closed sign. We just turned off on the detour.
What road closed sign? There ain't any road closed sign or detour on Laurel Road.
Of course there is.
No, there ain't. I just came over that road not 2 hours ago.
But I tell you that there is. Say, wait a minute. After I got gas from my car, I drove over that road again. Come to think of it, I didn't see any sign there either.
Ralph, are you sure you're all right?
Sure you didn't have a couple of cocktails too many and imagined the whole thing?
Certainly not. We turned off on the detour about 200 yards from an old two-story house. It's the only one for miles.
You must mean the old Johnson house. There's a Dr. Martin or Moreland or something like that living there now. What'd he say?
Nothing. I didn't see him. I hardly got my nose in the door.
I hear he's a peculiar old duck. Well, okay. I'll drive over there and see what I can find out.
You want us to go with you?
No. Reckon me and Elmer don't need any help. We've been looking for the other three all by ourselves. Guess we can handle one more.
Sheriff, what do you want us to do?
Go on home to bed. If I get any news, I'll phone you. Go on. Go on. Good night.
Okay.
Good night, Sheriff. Good night. Come on, Elmer.
You want me, Sheriff?
Yeah, we're going for a little ride.
Now, Sheriff, my old lady ain't going like this.
That's too bad.
Well, every time I tell her I'm going to be home early, then you figure out somewhere for me to go. Hey, Sheriff, what do you expect to find out at the doctor's house?
Never can tell. Might find the girl's automobile in the living room.
Oh, now, what would he be doing with an automobile in the living room?
How should I know what anybody would be doing with an automobile in the living room?
What are you doing, Doctor?
I'm gradually increasing the intensity of these rays.
How long will it take?
It's hard to say. A sudden bright light will disintegrate her.
Elmer, I think I'd better go in alone. You take a look around the ground and see what you can find.
Well, now, what do I look for, the girl or the car?
Both.
Oh, all right, Sheriff.
Wait. I will answer it myself. How do you do?
How do you do?
Dr. Martin?
Marlowe is my name.
Oh, Dr. Marlowe. I'm the sheriff. Oh, don't let that frighten you.
It doesn't.
May I see you a moment?
Oh, certainly. Please, step in.
Nice, cheerful place you've got here.
We use very little light in the house. My eyes aren't as they should be.
Oh, yes, I see.
Will you be seated, please? May I offer you a little drink, perhaps?
Oh, yeah, thank you, Doctor. I don't mind if I do.
Good. Quick, take my wife to the cellar. It's the sheriff. You might want to look around the house.
Yes, Doctor.
I'm sure you will like this. It's a very old sheriff.
Nothing like good old sherry.
My favorite wine. Your health.
Thank you.
Now, what can I do for you, Sheriff?
You may be able to give me some information.
Oh, I would be delighted if I can.
Was there a detour sign lately on the highway?
I don't know. Are they repairing the road?
No, that's just it. The road's okay.
Why should there be any sign?
There shouldn't.
This is all very confusing to me, Sheriff.
You're telling me. So I can't figure it out.
Maybe it's a prank of some schoolboys?
Yeah, I doubt that.
Excuse me, Sheriff. Hello?
Did you get everything ready, Doctor? There's another.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll see that you get your check. Yes? I will call you back. I'm so busy with the sheriff. No, it's not serious at all. Just a friendly visit. Goodbye. What were we talking about, Sheriff? Oh, yes, the signs on the road.
That's just part of it. I'm really looking for some young girls who've disappeared lately in this vicinity.
Don't say.
Yeah. See, heard any screams? Seen anything suspicious around here?
No, not that I remember. I'm quite off the road.
Yeah, that's right.
You take care of her. I'm going to go see how the young ladies are.
If there's anything else I can do to help you, please call me.
Thank you, Doctor. Goodbye. Oh, thanks for the sheriff.
Oh, you're quite welcome, Sheriff.
Hello. I just came down to see how you are. You look awful pretty. You're the new one here, aren't you? You're the prettiest one we've got. You mustn't come out any further. You shouldn't come out at all. If the master knew you were coming out, he'd beat me. I just came down to talk to you. Gosh, you got nice pretty hair. Nobody ever talks to me. The master won't talk to me. He doesn't talk to anybody except when he's angry. Yes. I wish you could look at me. Your eyes look so funny. You don't know me, do you?
Of course we know you. John Carradine, with over 300 credits to his name. He was in such classics as The Grapes of Wrath and The Ten Commandments, but we horror geeks know him best from his myriad roles in horror and science fiction films. From the wandering hunter who ruined the monster's happiness in Bride of Frankenstein, to the old man with a difference in the 1980s classic The Howling. But of course, it was his role as Count Dracula in House of Dracula and House of Frankenstein that made him a horror icon. In Billy the Kid versus Dracula, not so much, but still a horror icon. We'll be right back.
Please leave your eyes at the door. You will not need them.
Lord Blood-Rah's nerve-wracking auditorium presents the best of old-time radio, horror, and science fiction. Tales of terror and the uncanny that unfold on the stage of your imagination. Come experience the magic of old-time radio horror. Lord Blood-Rah's nerve-wracking auditorium is available on Spotify, Apple, Google, and other podcast providers. Lord Blood-Rah's nerve-wracking auditorium, when you seek the darkness.
Jesse James, you will need it.
Your bullets can't hurt me.
Genesis to the modern screen is the name written in blood. Ega!
If I could just call you on the phone. The code of the ghost at the sign of the toad. Nobody lives on the Brownsville Road.
Thrill to the newest recording star, Archibald Jr.
Oh, they scream in this way.
See ravishing Marilyn Manning in a thrilling, chilling story. The last of the prehistoric giants sees his first girl.
Noah.
Curious newsmen search deep in giant country for the last of the ancient cavemen. See a tough giant tamed by the soft hands of his captive woman. See him sacrifice his ageless beard for her love. They lose her to a boy in a dune buggy, escaping a burning desert. Egar's primitive passion was love or kill. Hear Egar talk, the ancient language of love, used at the beginning of time. See Egar!
Now back to Voodoo Man, where the sheriff has just left, but Bela is still feeling the heat.
It's all right, he's gone.
What did he want? What is about the girl?
Yes, he was very inquisitive.
Did he suspect anything?
No, I don't think so.
What did he say?
He said he liked my sheriff very much.
Oh, I hear the master. You better get back in. The master would be very mad if he knew you was out. Oh, shh, don't tell him now, because he'd beat me.
Evelyn, darling, you're so near to success. We will try it again. The last subject. Perhaps. Take her inside. I will summon Nicholas. Bring the last subject in again.
Yes, master. That's funny. It works backwards. Oh, I must have left it open. She's not there. She must be somewhere else. Oh, she's not there either. There's only one here. She must have gone away. Oh, the master will be angry. He'll beat me. You mustn't tell him, Greco.
I've got to tell him.
Oh, please don't tell him, Greco. Please don't tell him. He'll beat me. Please. I'll give you anything I got if you won't tell him. Honest, I will. Please don't tell him, Greco. Please don't tell him.
Don't tell him what?
She's gone.
Gone?
Yes, master. But I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
You. Go and find her, or I'll kill you.
Yes, master. Yes, master.
Hey, Sheriff, look up ahead.
Gosh, all fish hooks.
Well, there's something you don't hear every day.
Stop the car, Elmer. Stop the car. Oh. Hey, a sleepwalker. A darn pretty one, too.
Looks more like she's hypnotized.
We better get her in the car and rush her to a hospital. Do you suppose she's the girl that the Bentons was looking for?
Might be.
We'll stop at the Benton home on the way.
Honey, it's Stella. Come in.
What's the idea of the strange outfit?
Stella, what happened?
Yes, where'd you disappear to?
We found her walking on the road. Sort of thought she might be the missing girl.
She is.
Well, looks to me like she's been walking in her sleep.
Let's not stand here. Come on, we'll call a doctor.
Nicholas, we must find her. Whatever we do, we must find that girl.
Master.
Yes?
I found out where she is.
Where?
Come, I show you.
Stella. Stella, honey, it's Betty.
What in the world could have happened to her? She looks so strange.
Look at her eyes. She's just staring.
But she doesn't seem to see us. This doesn't have any effect on her at all.
Well, I guess we'll be going. There's nothing more we can do.
We're very grateful to you, Sarah.
That's all right. Let me know what the doctor says.
We'll do that.
Come on, Elmer. We're going for another ride. Another one? Yes, maybe we'll run into the other three girls. Well, my old lady ain't gonna like it. If you want us, you can call us at the office.
Thank you, Sarah.
Good evening.
Yes?
I understand you have a girl here suffering from some strange malady.
Why, it's Dr. Marlowe.
Oh. Good evening, Sheriff.
Hello, Doctor. Mrs. Benton, Dr. Marlowe. The doctor lives in the neighborhood.
Well, perhaps you could tell us what's the matter with Stella.
You sort of specialize in these cases, don't you, Doctor?
Well, I have made a study of these ailments. Would you mind if I would examine the girl?
I wish you would. Good night, Sheriff.
Good night, Mrs. Benton. Good night, Doctor.
Good night, Sheriff.
Good night.
Excuse me.
What do you make of this, Ralph?
I don't know. I can't figure it out.
She doesn't seem to be suffering any pain. That's something.
You know, she looks like a person that's in a trance.
Yes, doesn't she? That outfit she's wearing, where in the world did she get it?
Search me. Last time I saw her, she had on a sort of a greenish suit.
You know, I've seen people act like that in pictures. What do they call them, zombies or something?
No, honey, there aren't any such people. That's only a scenario writer's nightmare. I know, I wrote one once.
Come in, Doctor. This is my daughter Betty and Mr. Dawson, Dr. Marlowe.
How do you do?
This is my niece.
She doesn't seem to be suffering.
No, she isn't.
Did she have these spells before?
Not to my knowledge.
What do you suppose could cause a thing like this?
Well, several things. A sudden shock, mental illness, anemia, etc.
Is there anything we can do?
Yes, you must be very careful. Otherwise, she might become permanently affected.
But we can't just let her lie here.
That is just what you should do. Rest and quiet is all she needs.
Would you advise sending her to a hospital?
Oh, definitely not. She's in no immediate danger, but she must be left alone. She might become excited.
Well, it was very nice of you to come in, Dr. Marlowe.
Any other physician would have done it. If you wish me to, I can drop in tomorrow.
Oh, please do. Thank you.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Did you notice her reaction to the doctor when he came in the room?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I did.
I wonder if there could be any connection between him and...
Doctor, was it the girl?
Yes.
Do they suspect anything?
Of course not. But you must act quickly and bring her back here before they do. Summon the men.
Yes.
Nicholas, we have found her. Now we have to get her back.
Ombegashli upatequita, ombegashli upaquita. Umbagashli rombona, umbogashli umbono, umbagashli umba upatequika, ubiquika, o rombona, oi bombona, o ragashli.
She
responding. You better quickly come tala. Oh, nia kona hatamia. Oh, rambona.
Well, gosh, all fish hooks. No, it just doesn't roll off the tongue well, does it? I don't think it's going to catch on.
Bound by no earthly law, possessing weird and enormous powers, these strange teenagers from outer space invade the Earth and prepare to possess its women. Nothing can stop their deadly advance. Earthmen are no match for their superhuman powers. They blast the flesh off humans. A moment before, she was a beautiful young girl. Now, she's a skeleton.
It's Lord Blood-Rah's Tremulous Trailers.
To say goodbye, Jules. You never left me without saying goodbye.
No clues, no fingerprints, no motive, nothing.
But surely if a man was choked to death, there would be imprints on his throat.
Why in the world do you stay in this place?
We can't leave.
Attacks a human, there's bound to be a lot of noise.
But I, as a scientist, take many things into consideration a layman might overlook.
Ever smelled anything like this before? Found it in Don Morton's bathroom.
Well, yes. That's the same stuff that's been on every one of the Devil Bat's victims.
All four of the murdered people had this lotion on them when the Devil Bat struck.
Layton, I'm afraid all these murders have affected your mind.
Now, my plan is to sit in the garden, and when the killer makes one of those power dives, I'll blast him.
Tonight you have work to do. It's time you were on your way.
Che qui non lo so, beh.
She's almost here. Go get her. You bad girl. You're a very naughty girl. You know you shouldn't have left. I told you you shouldn't go.
You better quickly come Papoille cupono la siono lo convoia ossona.
Master, she's here. Well done, dear Nicholas. Well done.
Rambuna never fails.
Stella! 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 I just can't imagine such a thing.
Did you look in the...
Yes, I looked everywhere. There wasn't a sign of her.
We shouldn't have left her alone.
But Dr. Marlowe said she'd be all right.
Yes, I know. That's just what I'm thinking about right now.
What do you mean?
Never mind. Let me try and figure this out.
But, Ralph, why are we coming here?
No, never mind. I'll tell you later.
Ah, good morning.
Good morning, Doctor.
How is the patient feeling? Better, I hope.
That's why we're here. She's gone.
Oh, are you sure?
Suddenly.
Completely disappeared.
Will you notify the sheriff?
We've already done that.
Come inside, please, and tell me all about it. Please, be seated. Now tell me just what happened.
Well, I don't exactly know. I went into her room this morning and she was gone. She just vanished.
I should have warned you to watch her while she was in that condition.
Well, do you think she could have just wandered off like someone walking in their sleep?
Yes, that's possible. I have known cases like that. My own wife was subject to such spells. That is she.
She's very beautiful.
Yes. And you remind me in many ways of her, my dear.
Well, is your wife still subject to such spells?
She has been dead for 22 years.
Oh.
Well, my dear, by now the sheriff may have good news for you. The sheriff's office, please. Hello? This is Dr. Marlowe. Is there any report on the Saunders girl? No sign of her yet? Have you checked with the neighboring town? No, the Bentons haven't heard. Miss Benton and her fiancé are here. Please keep me advised as soon as you hear anything. Oh, certainly, I'm very worried too. Thank you. Goodbye. I'm afraid the sheriff has no news.
Ralph, this is terrible.
Now, take it easy, honey.
Now, my dear. I'm sure everything will be all right. She may be picked up on the road, as before.
I hope so.
We'd better get back.
Yes, let's do. Thank you.
And please let me know the minute you hear anything.
Yes, we will.
Don't worry, my dear.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Goodbye.
Ralph, what do you make of it?
Let's go someplace where we can talk this over.
be the perfect affinity. Nicholas, come immediately. We're going to make another experiment.
You know, this is screwier than anything I've ever written. And I've written some screwy ones, believe me.
Why do you suppose Dr. Marlowe told us his wife had been dead so many years?
I don't know. She sure looked alive to me.
Me too. And did you notice she was wearing the same kind of dress Stella had on?
Yeah, and she had the same glassy look in her eye, too.
Gave me the creeps.
What's the matter, honey?
I don't know. I feel strange.
I don't blame you after all this hocus pocus. You want me to get you something?
No, I'll be all right.
Give me the sheriff's office, please.
Please leave your eyes at the door. You will not need them.
Lord Blood-Rah's Nerve-Wrackin Auditorium presents the best of old-time radio, horror, and science fiction. Tales of terror and the uncanny that unfold on the stage of your imagination. Come experience the magic of old-time radio horror. Lord Blood-Rah's Nerve-Wrackin Auditorium is available on Spotify, Apple, Google, and other podcast providers. Lord Blood-Rah's Nerve-Wrackin Auditorium, when you seek the darkness.
Supposing a more powerful form of royal jelly could be obtained. From the queen wasp, for example.
Socially, the queen wasp is on level with the black widow spider.
Oh, no. There might be danger.
Those are my terms, Mr. Fincher. Janice Starlin will be your next guinea.
A woman of fantastic desires, sponsoring a scientist with fantastic theories, and demanding fantastic results.
How old do I look? Tell me! How old? 23?
The enzymes, they're going crazy. Miss Darling will kill her and tear her body to shreds.
And now on to the conclusion of Voodoo Man, where Bela, stubborn as always, is going to try it again with poor Betty. And after that, something special and unusual.
Yes, she looked exactly like the picture. Of course I saw it with my own eyes. So did Betty. And she was wearing the same kind of a dress Estella was wearing when you found her.
What? Is that so? All right, I'll be right over.
Okay, Sheriff, I'd like to go with you. All right, Betty, now I'll be right over.
Come on, Elmer. Oh, gee, Sheriff. Come on. Well, the first thing I know, I won't have an old lady.
Kita quick tala. Oh, dia gonna have to be all night.
Oh, Miss, did you see where the young lady went that I was sitting with?
Why, yes, she went out.
Out? Oh, thank you.
Ikiwan baso opati oparardos obat.
Did you see a blue roadster that was parked there?
You mean with that good-looking blonde girl in it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, she just drove off down the street there. I thought she was in a daze or something.
You thought she was in a daze? Yeah. Listen, pal, I gotta find her. Will you help me out?
Well, sure.
Okay.
She's almost here. Kita quick tala.
Go. Me too.
You better quick come. You sana.
She's a pretty one, isn't she? She's the prettiest one yet. Master, she's here.
This one will be successful. Bring the zombies.
Yes, Master.
Betty! Betty!
Come on. All come out. That's it. The master wants to see you.
Listen, get to a phone and tell the sheriff to get to Marlowe's house as fast as he can. Dr. Marlowe, you got that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hurry up, pretty. Right here. You over there. We're all here, Master.
Proceed.
Ombakashli uyalapa ombakashli omil.
Motion. Emotion to emotion. Mind to my
Betty.
mind to mind.
Wonder what it's all about.
I don't know.
Soul from body to body. Soul from body to body.
So, yeah. I guess we'll have to break in. I reckon so, sir.
Life to death.
I think it's down there.
Life to death. Evelyn, my darling.
What's going on here?
Stand back.
All right, get over there.
Richard,
Evelyn, my darling.
where are you?
Soon we will be together.
Betty, honey. Betty.
Together.
Betty.
Ralph.
Oh, honey.
Oh, Ralph. Say, what kind of a wedding is this anyway?
Stella.
Stella. Where did I get this outfit? What is this, one of your Hollywood gags?
No, but it gives me a good idea. Come on, let's get out of
Well,
here.
that's the last time I'll ever pick anybody up on the road, gasoline or not.
There you are, boss. There's your horror story.
The voodoo man, eh? Is it any good?
Well, I don't know about that, but don't tell me it couldn't happen, because it did. Didn't it, honey?
It certainly did.
And another thing, I'm starting my vacation right now. See you in 2 weeks. Come on, honey.
Bye. Who do you see play the part of the voodoo man?
Say, why don't you try to get that actor, Bela Lugosi? It's right up his alley.
Well, it's the age-old story. Guy meets girl, guy loses girl, Guy goes nuts, uses black magic and mad science to try to revive girl, usually inconveniencing a number of people along the way, and it never works out well. Told you so! We'll be right back.
The day of doom is coming. Your blood will turn white. Your face will turn green. Your eyeballs will pop with pressure. Because our doomsday show is the living end. Forge your strength. Take a shot. You're going to need an awful lot when you see our shocker pictures. So terrifying that it is easier to die than to live. Come if you must, but make your wills. Say your goodbyes, for soon you may be up in the skies. Doomsday is coming.
From the depths of hell comes The Devil's Messenger, starring the Master of Mystery Lon Chaney and Karen Cannon.
My message. You'd have to go back. Up there.
I can't. I won't go back.
You'll deliver that to a Mr. Donald Powell. Don't be afraid of me.
The Devil's Messenger delivers gifts from hell, turning man into a ravaging beast.
I took a picture of that old farmhouse. There's nobody in the picture. You saw it. Was there anybody in it?
No, there wasn't.
Somebody has come out of that house, and they're coming toward me.
Back from the dead, his lovely victim seeks revenge for her horrible death at the hands of a man driven mad by a gift from hell, trapped in her icy tomb until the Devil's Messenger exposed her nakedness in her crystal prison.
Now let's get down to here.
She becomes the object of a scientist's lust. His consuming desire for her drives him to commit murder to keep her for himself. Not since Eve received the apple have gifts inflicted such unnatural consequences.
Tonight at midnight, you will be dead.
Just how do you intend to kill me?
I have no idea. I don't even know you.
The crystal ball foreshadows doom, for it is the plaything of the devil, and only he can change the events it foresees. You must see what the Devil's Messenger has in store for you.
It is safe to state that the grandchildren of some of the people in this dinner will not be born on Earth. They come from the bowels of hell, a transformed race of walking dead, zombies guided by a master plan for complete domination of the Earth. Plan 9 from outer space. Starring the most nightmarish cast ever, Bela Lugosi, the seductive Vampira, and Thor Johnson as the Walking Dead.
Turn off your electro gun! No! No! Stop him, Dennis!
I can't get it, it's jammed!
Stop him, you fool!
Bullets bounce off their bodies. Rockets, missiles, jets cannot stop their death ships. What earthly power can stop this terror? For a glimpse of things to come, see this blast of screen suspense. For it could be happening right now.
Well, my lords and ladies, as always, a short film means a big surprise for you. And tonight we've got something truly unusual for you from the land which for some reason is commonly known as being down under. Australian filmmaker Mr. David Black has been making macabre and bizarre short films for quite a few years now. They've played film festivals around Australia, and 2 of them have been picked up by Troma for distribution, so I'm sure that's quite a feather in his cap. Now, just a warning, most of Mr. Black's films are not what you'd call family-friendly, and the 2 films I'm going to present to you tonight have a bit of red food coloring and torn latex, i.e. movie magic gore in them. But I just wanted to warn you about that. Not too much, but just enough, so you'll be fine. My lords and ladies, I would like to present to you from Mr. David Black's short film series, Tales That Broke My Brain. Here is Precinct 13 Has Fallen.
Our position is almost overrun! We've got to get out of here now!
Shut up, Callaghan! Position overrun. Request permission to fall back.
Negative, SWAT C. Hold your ground. Repeat, hold your ground. Over.
We're dead, Callaghan. No one's coming for us. We're gonna die in this dump. That's it. Survivor.
It's carnage out there. There's aliens everywhere. We gotta get out of here. You heard him! We got to get out of here! We have to go! We have to run!
Negative, Callaghan. The penalty for desertion of one's post is death by firing squad.
And if we stay, we die! We gotta get out of this place. If it's the last thing we ever do. Girl, there's a better place for me and you.
The penalty for desertion is death.
Only if they know you deserted. And who is going to know?
Oops. Looks like them sneaky aliens are using our guns now.
Damn sneaky aliens and their accelerated evolution. They're looking more like us every day.
Sure are.
These aren't alien faces.
Those damn sneaky aliens and their accelerated evolution. They're more like us every day.
Assume the position and open your minds wide. It's time for your cranial cavity search. Yes, my lords and ladies, the cranial cavity search. Here's a chance for you great geeks out there to prove your geek cred by showing what you know. And tonight's cranial cavity search question is: Bela Lugosi is, of course, most associated with his iconic role as Count Dracula. But where did Bela Lugosi play Dracula first? A. On the radio. B. On the Broadway stage. C. In the classic movie. Or D. On the Hungarian stage. Where did Bela Lugosi play Dracula first? And why must we be subjected to these commercials?
Into a world not yet known, in spaceships of the future, these men of courage and daring set out to conquer the universe beyond the known world, facing unbelievable dangers on every side.
We're being pulled into the sun.
Meeting new adventures in undreamed of places.
Mars.
Lost and trapped in space, with no hope of return.
We've consumed too much of the fuel.
But they have not yet faced the ultimate horror the planet Astar has to offer.
Look there.
And the answer to tonight's cranial cavity search question: where did Bela Lugosi play Dracula first? It was B. On the Broadway stage. Yes, my lords and ladies, Bela Lugosi played Dracula on Broadway. Starting in 1927, the play Dracula ran for 261 performances on Broadway before it toured the rest of the country. Despite being a huge hit and Bela Lugosi's breakout performance being a big hit with the critics, he was not even considered for the role when Universal Studios decided to make a movie out of the play. Originally, Lon Chaney Sr. was supposed to play Dracula, but he passed away before production could begin. Bela lobbied hard, writing letters and telegrams to Universal until finally he won the role that defined his career. But now, on to another short film from Mr. David Black. This one showing a rather different vision of a post-apocalyptic future. And another little warning here, there's a bit of gore, so be warned. But here is the tale that broke my brain. The road to hell is still undefined.
To hell is paved with technology. The fires of Gehenna will consume your souls. You'll scream in the fires of Hades. As it is written in the holy book of Ahosas, cast away thy gadgets. The road to hell is paved with technology.
According to the Old World Shmagoogle database, that is actually written in the Sacred Scrolls of Azima.
Shmagoogle? Shmagoogle? That is the devil's own database. And evil from the old world. And no work of demons.
Please do not use the word demon. It is very diversive and discriminatory. Especially against beautiful, beautiful people like my daughter, who is mutantly gifted. Her horns are so beautiful.
Apologies, young Victoria.
Oh, nice job preaching morals to the community. First, you upset Sebastian, who's only trying to help, and then you discriminate against Horn Girl here.
The old world was destroyed by the evil of technology. Yet, some wish to preserve and develop this abomination.
Technology is neither good nor evil. It is the way that something is used that makes it what it is.
There is no good or evil, it's just a matter of preference. If you like something, it's good. If you don't like something, then you call it evil.
People call my daughter evil, but they're wrong.
People! People! I've come a long way to bring you the good news.
I hardly think that telling us that our labor-saving devices are evil is good news.
That isn't the good news! You haven't given me a chance to tell you yet! I come to tell you, salvation is at hand! You only need to rid the world of evil!
How can you call something evil when there isn't a definition for what it is yet?
Yeah. You've used the word hell, Hades, and Gehenna. Are those not three different places? How can you speak of the road to hell if you do not know the difference?
My daughter is not evil. She's just beautifully horny.
I shall consult McGoogle as to the definitions.
Halt! Stay thy hand from the devil's machine!
Unhand me,
I
vile!
told you not to use the predatory words!
Begone, O vixen! I have the Lord's work to do! Begone!
Be careful!
The devil's gadgets! Behold! Such evil destroyed the old world and will be the death of ours!
Be careful! This is the precision instrument. It must not be mishandled.
Begone, O devil instrument! I shall destroy thee and send thee back to Gehenna!
Oh, now you've done it. You've messed with the lithium crystal batteries, and now they've mixed with the superhydrate fuel.
Everybody, take cover!
I told you the technology would destroy us all.
Yes, yes. But you're still wrong about the Book of Beozath. It was the Scroll of Azimuth.
My lords and ladies, for more information about David Black, his films, and other goings-on, check out myindieproductions.com. You can find links to other films there, as well as his comics and other endeavors that Mr. Black is doing. Now, again, most of Mr. Black's output is for mature audiences, so do keep that in mind. Well, my lords and ladies, I want to thank you all for watching, and I want to invite you all back again next week when we'll do whatever this is all over again. As always, I am Lord Blood-Rah saying, geek out.